I get to scratch off one more thing from my project hobby list of things that I need to assemble and paint. What's going on, guys? Freak here from the channel Frost and Fist, and welcome to another Freaks Showcase. Really excited about this one because I finally got to put together and paint my Predator that I have been procrastinating on doing quite a while. Now, at the beginning of the year, I don't know if you guys remembered, but we did it, Mithas and I put together a video of the things that we wanted to accomplish for 2018. And I am moving along with a lot of the things that I said that I would set out to do. Really stoked at the fact that I finally got my hands on the Predator to start assembling it, and now it's been completed and painted. This has been sitting in my to-do box for almost 2 years, a little over a year and a half. And again, it was just sitting there along with that, and I still have a lot of stuff that I need to paint and put together for myself. So I decided to go ahead and put a list, a little dry erase board on my wall. That way I can keep a track of the items that I wanted to put together and paint. Of course, you guys fully understand that if you don't have it in front of you, if you don't plan or set a goal to try to get those things done, it'll never get done. And that's what happened to me last year. I let a lot of time slip away, and I never got a chance to fulfill my goals, which were just mental at the time, but they were never written. So anyway, guys, if I can ever give you any recommendations, suggestions, if you got a lot of stuff that you have to paint, a lot of stuff that you got to work on, write it down. Get you a dry erase board, put it on your wall, and just scratch each one off as you go. And I tell you what, there's nothing more fulfilling than being able to scratch off a project that you've just completed. And that's exactly what I've done. This is the second project of the year. The first ones were my Hell Blasters, and now this little guy. Finally finished the Predator. Really, really happy how it turned out. Before we get started on the showcase, we've got a lot of really nice pics for you guys to share. But I've decided to do something a little different. Of course, this has the same body style as the Rhino that I have. The only thing is I wasn't happy with the color tones of the Rhino. And the main reasons why is because when I was playing around with different colors and shading, and of course I was at the very starting off with my getting a little better with my airbrush, and I was experimenting a lot with different colors and things like that. The thing is that I base coated the Rhino with Evelyn Sunset, but I also used Vallejo's Game Air Gold Yellow for highlights. Now guys, if you know anything about this too, Evelyn Sunset is a great, it's a great paint, but the problem is it's very flat and can look very dull in comparison with the Vallejo Gold Yellow. Those of you guys that have painted yellow know what a pain in the rear end it could be to try to make yellow look somewhat decent. And I wasn't crazy about. Sure, it turned out okay, but I wasn't really nuts about how the Rhino turned out. It's playable, it looks okay, I've got a lot of compliments from it, but again, I don't think it has turned out as vibrant and good looking as this Predator, which I can't wait to share it with you all. You're going to hear my dog whining. But anyway, a couple of things that I've done. I decided to not use Evelyn Sunset at all. I've used, for my base coating, I used a Game Air Gold Yellow. and I used burned umber to do some shading. I used the same for the tracks, and this does have the las cannons, and I decided to go with a different las cannon style, color theme. Everybody paints las cannons either blue or orange or red and whatever. Typically blue is the most common one. I decided purple. I like it. I like purple. I think it's it makes it pop. I thought about going red, but it's a yellow vehicle. Red would just kind of blend in with everything else. It just kind of make it more yellow. You'll also will notice in the pics that I'll share with you guys that I broke down the yellow with a lot of black contrast. Kind of gives it that 30K Imperial Fist look. You know, guys, that Imperial Fist and 40K are more yellow, you know, red and black. But I like the difference, or the play on colors between the yellow and the black. It just looks really good. Just makes it, I don't know, it just makes it pop for some reason. It kind of makes the yellow stand out, but it's not overbearing. And a couple of my friends, you know, will look at it and say, my eyes, they burn, right? So don't want to burn anybody's eyes out. And I want it to be a little more pleasing to the eye, okay? So yeah, I've done a lot of black contrasting. You're going to see that in the pics as well. Also, like I said, I used burnt umber with a little bit of red. I think it's gory red. And I mixed it together and I brushed in a little bit of shading, kind of bottom up kind of thing. That way, once again, it doesn't look like a canary. It looks a little more, I don't know, dynamic. I think it turned out pretty cool. I'm a lot happier with how this one turned out rather than the Rhino. Will I do anything with the Rhino? Probably not. I'm going to probably leave it like it is. I think it still looks okay. I don't want to mess with it. And besides, it's really cool to see how far I've come with my different paint schemes. How I still have my very first tactical that I painted, and compared to what I can do now, I mean, I'm like, oh wow, that's you get to see how far you've come. Anyway, so really excited to share with you guys this thing. Of course, another thing that you'll probably be scratching your head when you see it says, yeah, I painted the instrument cluster inside the Rhino. Most of you guys is like, you'll never see it. Nobody will ever see it. You'll play this stupid thing and nobody will ever see and know that it's there or know that it's painted. Newsflash. I know that it's painted. That's what matters, right? I liked it. But anyway, besides that, I think the tracks came out really cool. I hope it shows up in the pics. I'm not sure if I took a good pic of that or not. I've also, for the smokestacks or the exhaust ports, I used a little bit of brassy brass from WarGamerOnline to kind of give it that bronze burned look, that heat look, and a little bit of black, kind of like a soot, not too much. And that's another thing that I did wrong with my Rhino when I painted it, is that I just put way too much black around the exhaust. It just didn't look right. It didn't look realistic. Just looked like paint. This looks like a little more like a, you know, exhaust, dirty soot. It's been around. Now, don't get me wrong. I like my vehicles and all my stuff. I like it very pristine looking. I'm not much for chipping or weathering. I mean, that's great if you guys are into that. I'm a little more vain. I like my guys looking super, super sharp. Anyway, so let's just say these vehicles just rolled off the assembly line, or whatever, you know, I don't know. But in either case, guys, I hope you liked the showcase as much as I enjoyed building it and putting it together. But before we go into the pics, what's next for the Freak? glad you asked. I'm looking at my list right now, and on my desk, on my hobby desk right now, I have a unopened box, still with cellophane wrap around it, of some Primaris aggressors that my good friend Wolf Brother Mythos had given me for the holidays, for Christmas. And that is going to be next. At first I was going to put together and assemble the arm that my dog had chewed off my Contemptor Dreadnought. She got a hold of it, and luckily that's the only thing that she chewed off was the what do you call it, was the Power Fist, and it was magnetized. I wonder whatever happened to that thing. I wonder if she swallowed it. Anyway, I don't know, she might have swallowed the whole thing with magnet and all. Anyway, but she chewed it up, and I don't know whatever happened to it. Of course, luckily she didn't chew up the Karis assault cannon. That was okay, but Power Fist was completely mauled. Anyway, so that's the only thing that I was thinking of doing. But really, I'm excited to jump in there and put those Primaris aggressors together. Mainly for about a couple of reasons. Number one, I think they're going to look amazing in my Imperial Fist yellow. But another reason why I want to get those put together, same reason I put this little tank together, because I'm getting tired of my butt being handed to me by Mythos. We started playing his Admech against his Admech, and let me tell you something. It's not Space Wolves anymore. We're talking about a very shooty army. And of course, they're not impossible to kill. It's not like we're playing against Tau. Don't like playing against Tau. But if played right, you can still bring the aggressor or Admech down, providing that you have enough armor, providing you have enough tanks, you've got enough las cannons to really throw at them, a lot of firepower. I made the mistake twice to bring more troops than I did armor. Between my and I did bring my Hellblasters, which did a great job. They were able to wear down a lot of their guys. But once he started using Call, he started healing. Oh, I just, you know, you ever get one of those days that you just want to just flip the board over and say, oh, forget about it? Yeah, that was me. It was like, I was really frustrated. Not only that, but my rolls, my dice rolls were not that great. And by the way, after you guys see this video, I'm going to work on Bat Rep that I promised Mythos I will work on. It's just between school and work. I hadn't had a chance of time to do it, so, but I'm going to be working on that right after this video. Anyway, so yeah, got my butt handed to me, and it was because he had a lot of firepower, and he was able to heal up. So I want to bring a little more beef to the table, see if I can take him down really fast, really quick. That's the key, I believe. After playing him twice against his Admech, that's what I took away, is that you got to go hard, go fast, and take him down fast, right? Besides, my Imperial Fists are Siege Masters, so we're going to try to do a little more sieging, whatever. I don't know. I can't English. Anyway, so Primaris aggressors are going to be next, followed by a. And I may change my list a bit. Right now, the list I have is on my list I have a Primaris Captain. I've got my Land Raider Crusader. That's been 2 years since I've had that in there. But I also have an Imperial Knight. That is going to be so much fun. Cool thing about it is Mythos has one already put together, but it's not painted yet. So I may move the Imperial Knight a little higher on the list priorities. We'll see. But I still need tanks, I still need firepower. I think between the Primaris aggressors and Primaris Captain, I may just move the Primaris Captain down and move the Land Raider Crusader up. Anyway, guys, tell me what you think. If you like this showcase, then I'm asking you guys, hey, Wolf Brother Mythos and myself would love to have you as part of the Frost and Fist family. And hey, give us a thumbs up and throw some comments. Let me know what you think. You know, and hey, if you're not subscribed to the channel, by all means, we'd love to have you. Anyway, guys, thanks again for watching, and be looking forward to that bat rep that I still got to hurry up and put together, or Mythos was going to kill me. So, anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Here's the showcase, and hope you enjoy it.